I think at the end of the day, our big thing is focus on getting better every single day. I think we're pretty intentional with the standards that we set and the expectations we have. So we're pretty process driven here with our program. So I think every year you're going to have turnover to some degree. Obviously, maybe not quite as much as what we have this year, but I think that's more the trend right now in college basketball. So can't really use that as an excuse, if that makes sense. So pretty much set the standards, hold everybody accountable to their standards daily, and then kind of go from there. Daniel Sykes, he was at California Baptist, and then this past year played at Clarendon. He shoots the crap out of it. We got Zahari Maddox from UNC Asheville, didn't play this past season. D'Angelo Fogle from West Virginia State. Dylan Fullwood was at D1 JUCO. Javi Alberto was at D1 JUCO. I feel like I'm forgetting a couple guys. Yeah, Aaron Omenesis from Purdue Northwest. We got a good mixture, I think, of transfers and then freshmen. We were pretty intentional with that as well, having a good balance of freshmen to transfers. So I'd say it's probably 50-50 across the board. I feel like I'm definitely forgetting somebody, but yeah, I'd say pretty 50-50. Oh, yeah, Malcolm Day. Malcolm Day, that's a big one. Frostburg State started at D2 last year. Has a chance to be a really special player. We hired Sonny Finnessy. I was lucky enough to coach Sonny at Marion University for a couple years there, so I got to know Sonny really well. He's been awesome so far. He's been bringing the energy. Great guy to have around our guys. He's a guy that guys are going to gravitate towards. He's a younger guy that going to be really good at building relationships. And then Gunsby is somebody that I met through one of my coaching buddies, and Guns has been phenomenal. Guns was a full-time assistant at Waldorf before he came here, and his attention to detail and his knowledge and experience it's awesome for us. As far as off-season prep, it's been the same as what it was a year ago. As far as just working guys, like getting work in the weight room, biggest emphasis this year is trying to keep guys healthy. Last year we had a lot of injuries. We actually still, unfortunately, have the injury bug right now. So I think, moving forward, our biggest thing is can we get guys healthy as far as off-season goes. And then as far as the Jamborees are concerned, it's kind of a mixed bag of results. We had a rough time down at Rock Valley, and then, the next day we went down to Vincennes and played really well against a really tough Vincennes team. And only I don't take much from the Jamborees. To me, Jamborees, they're great. I think our guys have fun, and if anything, it's more of an opportunity for us to kind of figure out what we have and what guys do, and you're kind of rotating through guys to see who can do what, so you don't have any question marks when you get to November is the biggest thing that we're trying to get through Jamborees. But even more importantly than that, I keep going back to can we get out of those things healthy? That's the biggest thing. Yeah, I think the identity of this team is we're still in the forming process. I would say the one thing that's unique about this team is these guys all get along really, really well. We haven't really had a whole lot of issues relative to the teamwork category, the off the court issues, stuff like that. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun to coach these guys. I think the biggest concern that I have is if we're going to have a sense of urgency about how we do things and whether we're going to be tough enough. Right now, I love that everybody gets along. We need to compete, though, and the competitive spirit and competitive stamina needs to improve for us to get to where we're trying to go. And the toughness and physicality, are we being violent every single day with how we approach stuff in between those lines physically, is what's going to be a big thing, especially early on. We play some of the top teams in the country first week of the season. Yeah, I don't think it's a secret. I think that's, every coach that's been here has been in the same situation at some point in time, get to that region championship, can't quite get over the hump. Very aware of it, but to be honest with you, I'm not sitting there thinking about it on a daily basis. Like I said, we're process oriented. Even early in the year, we know we're going to play some of the top teams in the country, which is great. And for us, it's win or learn, and that's kind of our mentality right now is win and learn. And I think with that kind of mentality, long as we're getting better throughout the season and playing our best basketball when we get to March, that's the main goal. Obviously you want to go and compete with the top teams in the country, but that's not the end all be all. National championships aren't being won and lost in October, November. And it kind of goes back to like the staying healthy thing. Can we continue to stay healthy? Can we continue to take care of our bodies? But more importantly, like I said, can we have a sense of urgency every single day in practice? We tell our guys every day that we're at practice. Can you dominate every single drill so winning becomes inevitable? That's the biggest thing. So just continuing to get better, focusing on the process and letting the results take care of themselves, because if we're doing the right stuff, good things are going to happen. I'm sure everybody in the region is happy that Carter Thomas is gone. I mean, that's a 20-point-a-game All-American. Parker Grant ended up playing some really good basketball at the end of the season as well. So I know those two are off to some really good things at their respective schools, with Parker being at Benedict right now, D2, and Carter at UW Cross playing for JT. I know things are going well for both of those guys. Yeah, it's no secret we got to replace those guys. I think the way we do it is collectively, like you kind of mentioned. I don't think it's going to be just a one guy plug and play. There's 20 points a game. I think we have the kind of team where we're going to have to be in unison. The ball's going to have to move. We're going to have to create advantages a little bit differently than maybe what we did a year ago. They might be more action-based than player-based. So we're going to have to do a way better job as a coaching staff to put our guys in positions to succeed. Yeah, November 4th, first game of the year, man. November 4th, first game of the year. Every game's hard in our region. Every game that we play, winning's hard. So one game at a time. I'm sure you want me to talk to you about getting excited to play MATC and South Suburban and all those games. Not going to happen. We're going to play some top teams in the country, like I said. I think right now on the schedule, just based off the preseason poll, there's 5 teams that we're going to play this year that are in the top 25. That's great for us. It's an opportunity, but we can't lose sight of what we're really trying to do. Like I said, process driven. Every single day matters, and the one that matters the most is the next one in front of us, and that's November 4th.